It goes rain, oh man.
Welcome to the party.
Only when I pray on those who pray for better wages. Rain, rain. Came from the same bloodline as Andres. And that other boy in a ready for whatever type of we catch next. Yay, never been afraid of no bruh. Two is a matchup. I just came to make it all even cause the field uneven and we living in the last, bruh. A rebel of a devil in a Dodger hat. They know with people we go hard for that. 1898 till we finish with that. Don't let her pretty face fool you. She gon' rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people.
Rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people.
Rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people. Remember where the finest crazy Filipinos.
I come from the same bloodline as those who took up the front line with all the hooks and got the una yun sa pag-yelan man. I am bomb down the party ilan, bring them on. What you thought this was, a little okey doke, a little whoop-de-whoop, cool story, bro. This ain't no joking, this is overthrow. The recognition, the ignition, and the young control. And I already know one better than a bunk of these rats. I don't spend a bunch of time trying to convince you with that. Throw a little bit of wisdom, fill it back up again. It's like rain, oh man. Welcome to the party. I can't call nobody when these banks is trying to me. Rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people.
Rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people.
Rain, rain, oh man.
Power to the people. Remember where the finest crazy Filipinos.
I come from the same bloodline as those who took up the front line with all the hooks and got the una yun sa pag-yelan man. I am bomb down the party ilan, bring them on. I heard they in Mindanao, in the streets and they hand-me-downs, showering me in rubber when they crumble down, yelling, man, they listening now. In desperation, they'll do anything to keep with the crown. Boy, the cats will make a thunderous sound. They do what we doing to survive, making money off of lives, whether suffering or children in the hood. They on the block, and the system for the so they ain't tripping when we. I got that Los Angeles slang talk, California throw from the old block. Oldies and your Uncle Rex, who y'all rap while he was at your aunt's spot. Grimlock, I'm dumb rock, hip hop with a little bit of rock. Quick, got a bunch of in it, homie with it. Remember.
We don't need no water. 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 We don't need no water.
We've got the Hawks here in Atlanta with an interconference matchup today. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. The road trip for the Blazers ends here as they leave for Portland right after the game.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brogdon. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Brogdon right side. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
And Capella sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bay. Blocked again. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brogdon outside. Outside, Walker. Pass to Grant. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Very high percentage look for Grant. Those kinds of plays just get you in rhythm and keep you there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And one thing you love about Jeremy Grant is his versatility as a player.
GA plays both ends with activity and skill. A switchable 6'8" frame. He's a plug and play on any roster in this league.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Blazers on offense. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. Here's Brogdon. Williams trying to break free. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 4. With the crossover. Floats it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What I really love about this kid, you know, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
Now, here is Young. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. 1:44 left in the first quarter.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Grant. He's got 5. Into the lane. Pass to Sharp. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 9. Good work defensively by Capella.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
He did a nice job of keeping him off the block, didn't let him get deep post position.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break for the finish. And the dunk by Grant.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Murray. Back to Bogdanovich. Jacks up a 3. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tries again. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's a shot you would think he would make. but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Whether wide open or with a man right up in his face, Bogdanovich shows nice touch with the three ball.
He got it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
Good.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Despite his size, Young's unafraid to attack in the lane.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Okongwu a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Ayton. Steve, what I love about Okongwu is how he uses his body and gets the most out of it.
Kevin, he has crazy athleticism for an undersized center. He's stout on defense and uses that quickness when he has the ball.
And he makes both free throws. And Steve, when a team wins or loses a few in a row, how much does that carry on to the next game?
You know, Kevin, it carries on. It's depending if you're executing and playing well. Sometimes you can just lose and you feel good because you're playing the right way. But if you're losing and not playing the right way, it can carry on. Same thing for the wins.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now, here's Simons. Scoreless thus far. And that one drops.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Young with the ball. Now Henderson defending. Over in the corner, Matthews. Five on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Matthews has got his first 2 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trae Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trae says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive and talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. Spins. Back to Henderson. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
The Hawks trailed by 5. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes, they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
Atlanta with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Aiton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Johnson. Back to Young. Johnson the screen. Fires the 3. Young, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Henderson, no good.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Young looking around. Back to Johnson. Young outside. Clock at 4. Johnson the screen. They get it back. Another shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The muscle Capella brings packs a punch, especially when he's hitting the offensive glass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Now, here's Simons. 6 points for him. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Pretty slick move by Anthony Simons with the rock. The defender couldn't keep track of it.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Henderson right side. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Henderson. Rebound by the Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Hawks trail by 11. And Young, here we go. Pass to Murray. Looking to get it going. A nice shot by Young.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Here's Brogdon. Count it. Good. Brogdon's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young's shot is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And Steve, one thing you love about Murray is that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a perimeter defender.
Here's Sharp. following the score by DeJounte Murray. Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, the way Malcolm Brogdon is used in the catch-and-shoot game, it makes that offense very difficult to stop.
Well, he's a high-percentage shooter, doesn't go through many ups and downs, and when he doesn't have the look he wants, he's willing to get off the ball.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing here by 8. And he drives in to the middle. And then Johnson with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Nails the baby hook. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Back to Young. The 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
There's Brogdon. No good off the spin. The Hawks trailed by 10. For 3, Murray. Pass to Young. Back to Capella. And stolen by